Well, oh my gosh, man. Thanks to Amy at Lionsgate, I just got to check out Miller's Girl. And there's a lot to be said about this film, I feel. There's a lot to be said, people. You know what I mean? Boy. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we? Um, Yeah, this was written and directed um by, oh god, what's the show's name again? Yeah, so Jade Haley Bartlett. Bartlett? Bartlett. Jade Haley Bartlett. She writes and directs the feature. Um, it's produced by Josh Fagan, Evan Goldberg, Mary Margaret Coons, Seth Rogen, and James Weaver. Executive produced by Bernie Stern, Martin Freeman, and Jade Haley Bartlett. Eliza Samsel handles the music. Daniel Brothers was on hand for cinematography. Vanara Tang edits the piece. All right. Chene Ford was production design. Nate Dahlkemper is art direction. Set decoration is Katie Laxton. Costume design is Lauren Boot. Susanna Boykin, Mary Flay, and Sandy Joe Johnson are on hair and makeup. So the cast, we have got Martin Freeman as Jonathan Miller. His wife, Beatrice June Harker, is played by Dagmara Dominic Kick. We've got his friend, Boris Fillmore, played by Bashir Salahuddin. Then there's Cairo Sweet, played by Jenna Ortega. Her best friend, Winnie Black, is played by Gideon Adlon. The principal of the school, Joyce Maynor, is played by Christina Adams. There's Elliot, played by Augustine Hargrave, and Suzette, played by Alicia Samsel. Right. Ray Forley, Trace Haynes, and Andre Wilkinson also appeared as guests in the restaurant. Okay. So, the gist of the film, people, it's a creative writing assignment yields complex results between a teacher and his talented student. I mean, boy, complimented for sure. It's so very funny because IMBD has this down as a comedy as well as drama. It's a drama. You could even say it's a psychological thriller. It is not a comedy, right? It's not a comedy. Now, you have people making light of situations and cracking a joke or two, but I would not class it as a comedy. It is the featured directorial debut, though, for Jade Haley Bartlett, and I thought she did a very good job. Like from the giddy up, right? I knew I was in for something visually pleasing because there's this scene when we have Cairo, she's walking, right? Walking through I think through the woods, like, and then superimposed on that is Jonathan walking within the school. And I thought, oh, that's a nice shot. That's a really nice shot, you know? And the film is populated throughout with really some just great shots. Like there's a bit when it's at Cairo's house, it's raining, and we see her on the balcony, and the camera's kind of coming up and it just frames her in this way. I think she's got a cigarette, and it's just a really nice shot. Right, there's another bit with the rain, and we've got these two people kind of looking, and when they come closer, yeah, these great shots, and the film itself, right? Some Like at first, I was like, is this gonna be like Dawson's Creek?" Because yo, every motherfucker is mad for both, right? They talk, but it's just like, whoo, I'm gonna throw in a soliloquy and I'm gonna one up you, baby. I've got words too, you know? That's what it's like, oh shit, is it gonna be this? But although it is wordy, right? There is a nice, just this flow to it. I do like a good flow, right? There's this real good flow to the like the poetry of the literature, you know what I mean? So we have that, which makes sense because they're dealing with literature, right? You know, he's an English teacher, you know, Jonathan, right? An English teacher, he's a writer. Well, hmm, is he? I don't know. That's a conversation between him and Beatrix. Um, but yeah, so the flow of it, I feel, you know, it does make sense in that regard, and I thought it worked very well, because when you then get to these rawer moments, right, it counterbalances. Right, there's there's Winnie at the beginning. She is very like kind of flirtatious. She's very just go with the flow, you know? And then she's weighed down with something later on in the film, and it changes her, right? And that works so well with how her dialogue is earlier on to then this more morose version of her later, right? And we get that's like, ooh, it's a it's a creepy fucking story. It's a creepy story, right? And you go, oh fuck. Because you're wondering if it's going to cross these boundaries that are kind of teased at and implied at. So that makes it very provocative. Like it's supercharged. Film is supercharged, people, right? In that delivery, in the performances, in the framing, right? All of that tension is there, and it's very well displayed, you know? So we have this, and it's kind of going on because at the beginning we have this voiceover from Cairo, right? And she's saying that, you know, she's lonely, you know, she's living in this remote place. Her parents are never home, right? She feels creatively, you know, just stifled until she discovered writing and books and words. So that's her outlet. And Winnie recommended this class to her. So now she's just energized, right? She's just seeing the possibilities, right, of what she could become. And as her teacher is this writer, oh, she is just like, yes, this is my opportunity, this is my chance. Now, on the flip, Jonathan, right? Yeah, he's written a book, but he's not written anything since, right? His wife, it looks like she's successful, right? But just busy, mad busy. And you get that sense, although, right, we see her being affectionate to him, but it's like he wants more attention. So when he sees the possibility of that somewhere else, then everything gets real fucking messy, real messy. Now, from what's implied and what actually happens, that's very interesting how all of that is shown to the viewer, because we also get a story within, so I thought that was very interesting, because there are assumptions that you make. There are definitely assumptions that you make, but what the reality is, I like the fact that we don't end on this concrete, you know what I mean? Boom, the end. We don't end like that. There are, again, assumptions for you to make, but it is, is slightly haunting. Is slightly haunting. Now, these performances, I mean, Freeman is very good. The accent is a little, but he does portray this character very well. Like, as I said, it's this writer who's kind of forced to become a teacher, but wants to tell himself that he loves being a teacher, but he also wants attention. Now, not overtly putting that out there, but subconsciously, that's what he wants, right? That's what he wants. And also wants to be seen as this intelligent, kind, nice guy. And so we see these different facets, right? Cairo, she's this kind of lonely girl looking for something, right? But she's not afraid to wreck shop to get where she wants. And as the story goes on, we see how calculated she is. Winnie, whew, as I said, man, we see this light-hearted person, but there are jokes she makes about a certain thing. And there is a moment where I think she thinks she could be getting that thing, but then it's snatched away. And then when she sees the fallout of everything, we see this, what I mean? Very just sad, sad Winnie, right? And it's the facial expressions that we get, like, just, sometimes it's just a curl of the mouth. Like, it's these little things that really do bring these characters to life. It is very well done. The music used, because although it does give you, the ambiance of the scene, it's not as on the nose as a lot of people do, but it's just the tempo. Sometimes that change or just the way they interjected it that worked so well. Like, I very much enjoyed this. I really did. I believe it's dropping on VOD in the States today, Friday the 16th, and in the UK, it's Monday the 19th. That's what I believe. But yeah, I enjoyed this one, people. I really did. You know, like, oh God, what is it? Early, well, I was gonna say early in the year. No, that was last year. Boy. Yeah, last year we had the gosh, it was the lesson, right? Yeah, I believe it was the lesson, which boy, that was very good. This, it's a different one, you know. It's not really the same story, right? And then you think of things like Kindergarten Teacher with Maggie Gyllenhaal. They're not the same, right? But they do have a similar vibe, a similar flavor. And yeah, as for a first feature, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with young Bartlett. I think she's done a really good job with this. So, yeah, if you get the opportunity, people, I definitely would recommend you go check out Miller's Girl.